ए आवाज़ मत करो हाँ. Hello my dear students, welcome to our English class. I hope you all started your studies properly and already you got your syllabus. In that syllabus you will get from term 1, chapter 1 and 5 from the term 1 and remaining syllabus is from PA2 and term 2. Okay, now we are at chapter 3 that vocabulary is remaining. So I am doing that vocabulary today. We use our body for say many things. ओके हमारा बॉडी हम बहुत सारे चीज़ें बताने के लिए इशारे से या कुछ एक्शन करके बताते हैं. कंप्लीट दिस सेंटेंसेस विथ द करेक्ट वर्ड्स फ्रॉम द बॉक्स. Lowered, rubbed, widened, swinging, stamping. Okay, you have to use these words in your fill-ups. You have to fill that gaps with help of this box. Doesn't Kira look happy? Look at her sitting on the wall, swinging her feet. Swinging means hilana. Nikhil's eyes widened in surprise when he heard the news. Widened means बड़ा कर देना, आँख को बड़ा कर देना. जब भी सरप्राइज होती है तो आपके आँख बड़े हो जाते हैं. Jeev felt bad about lying to his friend. He lowered his head in shame. Lowered means सर झुकाना. अपने फ्रेंड या पेरेंट्स को आप झूठ बोलते हो तो अपने आप से आपका सर झुक जाती है और आँख भी शर्म से नीचे झुक जाते हैं. Okay, now has a bad habit of stamping. George had a bad habit of stamping his foot when he was angry. Stamping means पैर टपकाना. हाँ, okay, that. Yawned and rubbed her eyes. Sleepy, it was for a time for a bedtime. ऐसे मुंह खोलना और आइज को रब करना. This is for your chapter 3 vocabulary. You have to complete that in your revision sheet. Now we are moving to the chapter 3, that is shipwrecked. Okay, shipwrecked summary is Robinson Crusoe was sailing on a ship to Africa. On a ship to Africa. At first the weather was fine, the sea was calm, the journey was smooth and everyone was happy. But after a few days a great storm came and made the sea rough. The waves tossed the ship around so much that everyone thought they would drown. They were helpless. The storm became worse as the days passed. Finally, when the wind died down on the 12th day, the ship changed direction and headed towards the nearest shore because everyone needed rest before they could reach land. However, another storm began. Everyone lost hope once again, but the next day a sailor spotted land just as Crusoe ran out to look. The ship hit a sandbank, came to a stop, and would not move. Huge waves washed over it. Crusoe and his friends boarded a lifeboat and headed towards the shore. But an immense wave hit the boat, and all of them were thrown into the sea. Crusoe was carried to some rock near the shore, from where he ran to the land. He rested in this safe spot for some time. He could see the ship stuck in the sand and wondered if any of the other men had been able to reach the shore. He looked for something that could be their sign and found things like hat, a cap and shoes, but he did not find any of his friends. When he When it became dark, Crusoe felt worried about being attacked by wild animals. He found a strong stick, climbed a tall tree, and fell asleep. Okay, dear student, it's about Robinson Crusoe's journey. He was sailing in a ship to Africa. That time, that ship was stuck in a sandbank, and how he struggled that day, it is explaining about that. Okay, now come to the this chapter. What is important of this chapter? Adventurous story. This chapter is about adventure, means अपना कैसे वो डरे बिना अपना जर्नी को पूरा किया. The two sequence story. Listen children. Listen children. So sequencing is very important. You are going to get 5 marks story in writing section, so you have to learn sequencing stories. Okay, I will revise you many times. No need to worry about that. This story is series of imaginary to be good narrator. ये जो स्टोरी है वो इमेजनरी है, और ये स्टोरी जो गुड नरेटर इज अ क्रूशो, उनसे बोला गया है. फॉर दिस चैप्टर I have some short questions for you. You have to answer for this. Who is telling the story? Answer: Robinson Crusoe was telling the story. Were the sailor happy? Yes, first few days sailors were happy. What was the sudden change? The sudden change was a great storm began. The sea grew rough and angry. How does Robinson Crusoe describe the storm? The storm grew louder and fierce. What happened the moment he saw a land? A sailor cried out, "Land, land!" Why did the sailor have no time to speak or think? Because suddenly a huge wave hit the boat. Who was Robinson Crusoe and where was he going? Robinson Crusoe was a sailor who loved to travel. He was on voyage to Africa. Why did Robinson Crusoe and the sailor decide to get on to a lifeboat? The very moment the sailor sighted land, the ship struck a sandbank. The ship came to stop and could not move. Giant waves crashed on it. The sailor decided to get on to a lifeboat as they could not remain on sinking. ओके, उनको डूबना नहीं था. उनका बड़ा वाला बोट शिप जो है वो सैंड बैंक में अंदर दब रहा था. वो दबने से पहले वो उनका जो लाइफ बोट था उसमें से चल के वो अच्छा वाला शोर पहुंचना चाहते थे. नाउ एक्सरसाइज बी इन योर रिवीजन शीट. करेक्ट दिस सेंटेंसेस एंड रीराइट. ये जो सेंटेंस है वो जम्बल्ड है, उसको आपको सही से करना है. मीन्स वो मीनिंगफुल नहीं है, उसको आप मीनिंगफुल ऐसे रीअरेंज सीक्वेंसिंग में है. आपको रॉबिन्सन क्रूसो वॉज ऑन अ वॉयज टू अफ्रीका विथ मेनी सेलर्स ऑन द लाइफ बोट. रॉबिन्सन क्रूसो वॉज ऑन अ वॉयज टू अफ्रीका, मेनी सेलर्स ऑन लाइफ बोट. ऑन अ शिप, लाइफ बोट में नहीं था, वो शिप में था. द स्टॉर्म इन द सीज lasted for a week. The storm in the seas lasted for 12 days. Not for a week, 12 days. The sailor changed the course of the ship towards the distant ocean. The sailor changed the course of the ship toward the nearest shore. ओशन में नहीं जा रहे थे, नियरेस्ट शोर में जा रहे थे. The ship hit the rock on the nearest shore the moment they sight land. The ship hit a great sandbank the moment they sighted land. Okay, this is the our rearranging words. Now scene passage. On the 12th day the wind died down, but by now the ship and the men needed rest. We changed course toward the nearest shore, but just as we thought we would reach land safely, another storm began. We did not think we would see land ever again. See here, it's about our chapter 4. We will not focus as much like one chapter and fifth chapter. It is not coming in your term 2 examination. Just it is for your knowledge. You have to read and do it, this scene passage. Okay, what happened on the 12th day of the journey? Then where did they change cruise? Okay, write opposite of these words. Write two past forms verbs. Fill in the blanks. This you have to do in your revision sheet. See children, whenever you are listening my video, you have to open your revision sheet and textbook with you, because I don't have any Xerox copy with me. My handwritten copy I am using here, so its picture is not clear. You always use your revision sheet whenever you are watching my videos. I hope you all will take my instruction properly and do it properly. I hope so. Okay, take care and bye bye.